Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. Good morning. It is time to try another item from a brand which, let's be honest, has been poor so far. It's one of those brands where the quality is really bad. I mean, you can tell as soon as you buy it it's going to be bad because they're so cheap. Although, to be honest, I think they're expensive for what they are. So what we've got is yet another item from the Heat Me, Eat Me range. So we've tried a couple of their things before. We've had their doner meat and chips, which was really poor. And then we had their burger and chips. The burger was crap and the chips still tasted a bit undercooked, even though you follow the instructions. So not good. Not a good range. So I've decided to go for their breakfast muffin today and give it a try because I'm always willing to give them a second chance. And you know, sometimes with these things, with different ranges, they've got loads of crap, but ultimately there is that one item in there that is just mwah, with certain ranges. So I'm hoping this will be the one for Heat Me, Eat Me. Well, I have had I can't remember if I tried it on the channel or not. I've uploaded like 200 of these bloody videos by now. I forget what I've tried. I have had the sausage muffin from Rustler's, which was really nice. So I don't know what this will be like. Now, I believe I paid £1 for this. I think. I hope that's all I paid for it, because it wouldn't be worth it otherwise. I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure this is even worth £1. You can see the size of it. It's tiny. You can tell just from the size of the box. It's toty. For whatever reason, sausage muffins are always smaller than a burger when you buy a microwavable one, and yet they usually cost about the same price, when there's no good reason why. Pork can be more expensive than beef. It can also be cheaper. It just kind of depends. Plus, it's only a tiny, stupid wee muffin, so it's all still just flour all baked together. Anyway, enough of my rant. So this is the breakfast muffin, sausage and cheese from Heat Me, Eat Me. Let's have a wee read about what sort of stuff is in this. I imagine there's a lot of preservatives. So it's a cooked pork sausage patty and a slice of processed cheese served in a white breakfast-style muffin. So the muffin is made from wheat flour, water, durum wheat semolina, wheat protein, sugar, yeast, salt, rapeseed oil, emulsifier, mono and diacetyl tartaric acid esters of mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, whatever that means, flour treatment agents, L-cysteine, ascorbic acid and palm fat, wheat starch, and then you've got your cooked sausage patty, which is 34%, which is made from 70% pork, water, wheat flour, salt, humectant, potassium lactate, herbs, spices, dextrose, antioxidant, sodium ascorbate, stabilizer, diphosphates, yeast extract, spice extract, antioxidants, citric acid, ascorbyl palmitate, alpha tocopherol, onion powder. All these, there's so many ingredients in here which I have no idea what any of this stuff is. This is all like artificially created crap. That sounds bad. Preservatives, sodium nitrate, sodium nitrite. And then the cheese slice is 9%. That's made from cheddar cheese, which is made from milk, water, modified starch, emulsifying salt, sodium citrate, preservatives, sorbic acid, and then colours mixed, carotenes and paprika extract. So it uses palm oil, which is bad for the orangutans. Harvesting palm oil kills apes, apparently. So that's bad. And yeah, just a bunch of stuff which doesn't even sound like it's actually food. You would think you wouldn't have to put so many preservatives in it, given that it's frozen, but there you go. So nutrition, let's see, what's the damage? Per sausage and cheese muffin, 337 calories. That's not that bad, to be honest. 13 grams of fat, 5.5 grams of saturates, so it's a quarter of your saturates for the day, so pretty high for something so small. 37 grams of carbs, obviously you've got a muffin there. 2.4 grams of that sugar, 2.4 grams of fibre, 18 grams of protein, and then 2.1 grams of salt. So yeah, I mean, it's not great for you. It's not that bad. It's only a small thing, so if you're having it as a breakfast or as a wee lunch, it's not that bad for you, but ultimately it's full of preservatives and stuff, so the nutrition is debatable at best. So there it is, the Heat Me, Eat Me breakfast muffin, sausage and cheese. That's all the details. Let's have a wee look at this bad boy. So, should have brought a plate with a curved lip. Let's move it up to the curve and then you can see it. Okay, that's the wrong angle. That's not your so imagine if they put that angle on the menu. Yeah, there's not actually any sausage in it. There you go. There's your McDonald's menu angle there. You can see the pork patty and the cheese is somewhat melted onto it. So the way you cook this is you put the patty in just on its own for a minute, and then you make the thing up, and then you put the rest of it, the whole thing, back in for another minute. So it takes about 2 minutes to make in the microwave. So it's quick. I find with a lot of these heat me, eat me things, they tend to end up being undercooked. So if you follow the instructions, so we'll find out. And my microwave is an 800 watt, and that's what it says on the instructions, 800 watts. So I followed it to the letter, which is the way most people would do it. So if it ends up being undercooked, well, that's the company's fault for not putting good instructions on the box. Right. But my immediate problem looking at this, right, is that look how much bloody muffin there is. It is mostly muffin, and that pork patty is so thin, it's just going to taste like bread, which sucks because the meat is the best part. There's the anemic looking meat. That's about as much as I can get it off because the cheese has kind of stuck it on, but yeah, some of the cheese is going a bit crusty. Lovely. I really wish I could put some tomato sauce on this, but we've got to maintain the purity so we can get a real review of it. Alright, let's do it. This is the Heat Me, Eat Me sausage and cheese breakfast muffin thing. Let's give it the old taste test, eh? I need another bite. Well, better than I thought it would be, to be honest. Surprisingly herby, quite herby. There's a little bit of kick to it, a peppery sort of kick. I don't know if it has pepper in it. It didn't say. It just said generic spices and then onion powder. So, a little bit of a kick to it, a little bit of pepperiness to it, which is quite nice. Quite herby. The muffin is very springy, very spongy. Sorry about that. I have to edit the video together because my phone started ringing. Guarantee it was just one of those bloody spam ones with the Chinese voice on the end of it, because that's the only people that call me. It was a mobile number. No one I know phones me. Send a text, crying out loud. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the muffin is quite spongy. Quite bouncy. What I prefer about a good breakfast muffin is that they'll toast the muffin. This isn't toasted, obviously, it's just been microwaved, so it's a bit... There's no crunch, there's no bite to it. The sausage patty, I mean, that could be anything. Doesn't necessarily have to be pork, that could be anything because of all the spices in there. And to be honest, the flavour is quite nice. Can't really taste the cheese, you get a little bit of the texture of the cheese, like the slimy sort of cheesiness, but... yeah, you can't really taste the cheese. It's kind of unnecessary. I'd say the pork patty, it's hard to tell the quality of the pork patty. Let me see if I can get a bit of it just on its own. It's about what you would expect. It's not great texture, not great quality. I mean, once it's enveloped in this giant muffin, you can't really tell. You can only kind of taste the flavours, the spices. You know what? It's not bad. It's not good enough that I would buy it again. If I wanted one, I'd get one of the Rustlers ones because they're about the same price, and they're nice enough. They're nicer than this anyway. But it's not bad. It could be a lot worse. I mean, for the sake of £1, it's worth trying, I suppose. I do like the flavour of it. I do like the flavour. you get better muffins. You really do. The actual muffin itself is really average because it really needs to be toasted. It really does. Right, well, that'll do for today. That was the Heat Me, Eat Me breakfast muffin, sausage and cheese. Better effort from Heat Me, Eat Me. I mean, their range tends to be pretty bad. This is hard to screw up, to be honest. I mean, if they'd really made a mess of this, I would have been really surprised. But honestly, not that bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I wouldn't buy it again, but it was okay for what it was, so I'm not complaining too much. It'll fill a hole anyway, that's for sure. Well, that'll do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, give it the old thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to get notifications anytime one of my videos comes out. And yeah, just go on the channel, have yourselves a Snack Tube marathon, watch all the videos and leave me a wee comment. And I guess, I'm gonna go finish that and have myself a wee sip of Iron Brew. See you later.